Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more BattleTech. Well, we're here with a new contract I've gone through and I think I found a good one. It's going to be a battle in the tundra. 1.5 skulls, I think that seems just perfect for us right now. So, we could go for some money, we could go for some salvage. I think we'll lean a little bit more towards the salvage. The money is not amazing on this one, but again, I would really love to be able to put a mech together at some point. So, yeah, we're going to focus on this. The money is decent. It'll keep us afloat for a while, but again, if we can pick up a better mech, that'll give us better options in the future. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to drop the commando from our lance. We're going to try out our panther. I think that's a decent choice. So we'll go ahead and give that to big man, although, you know... Yeah, actually, you know what? Yeah, gunnery is pretty decent. We'll go ahead and we'll give that to the big man. We'll keep our Enforcer, Vindicator, and Phoenix Hawk. And yeah, the rest is pretty good. Alright then, let's not waste any more time and let us deploy. Alright, so this will be a nice little test trial for our Panther. The extra little bit of cool will help us out immensely with a few of our mechs, so I'm not too concerned about that. We do run a little bit warm, but I think it's manageable for now at the very least. So let's see what kind of things we can find on the battlefield today. Alright, so first things first, destroy the legacy lance of Davian mechs. Many years ago, we fought a lengthy conflict with Davian here in Samantha. Recently, however, news has trickled in from a remote region of the planet. Enemy forces harrying regional transportation. Eyewitness reports describe very old mechs in colours from the conflict long since ended. You are to show these old mech warriors that the war is over for them as well. Okay, Commander, we cannot underestimate these old-timers, but fortunately we can expect poorly maintained mechs. Finish them quickly. Alright, so this is good.
Command interface initiated.
They'll definitely have some skills, but if we can clean them up quickly, that would be nice. Alright, looks like we found our targets, Commander. Move forward and clear them out. Be careful. These mechs may be old and poorly maintained, but they can still kill you. Alright then, well, let's see what we've got. They have some high ground advantage, which does not thrill me. I think what we're going to do is... Wow, they are a fair way away. I think what we might try and do is, let's go for a sprint, and I think what we'll do is try and move towards the road, and we'll use that as much as possible for that extra maneuver. I think that's going to be our best play moving forwards.
Roger.
Our Phoenix Hawk, we can go ahead and take some cover. I suppose we may as well, and our Panther can... you know what, that can move up just as... Actually, you know what? Let's just sprint up over here.
Coordinates received.
That should be fine. Alright, so... What have we got? Enforcer. Let's move this up the road.
Copy.
Let's bring that Vindicator alongside. Cheese Goblin is going to be able to scout out particularly well. He has just got an extra, 20% to maximum sprint, which is very, very nice. But in the meantime, we're not going to waste too much. We're going to say... Oh, actually, you know what? Maybe we could find a path up through here. You know what? Let's just move into the trees. That should be fine for now. We're a bit further ahead, but nothing too far. Oh, but that is enough to make sensor contact. Okay. We're going to have to see what comes along our way. Looks like an old locust. Yeah, good luck with hitting that Phoenix Hawk after traveling all of that. Alright, let's bring...
Good to go.
Actually, you know what? If we move forwards with Big Man here... that Panther can take some shots, but those are abysmal. I think what we're going to do... let's just go ahead and move forwards. And then, actually, you know what? Oh no, it's all about the same. We will move forward and then we're going to sensor lock this thing. We're going to see if we can get some shots on target nice and early. I think that'll be the way to do this. Alright, so, enemy turn. What else is following? Alright, something's at least a medium. Yeah, I don't like his positioning there. He's got a lot of direct line of fire if he so desires.
Good to go.
So let's be prepared. Let's go... What have we got? 40%?
Commander.
That's pretty sad. As for our Vindicator, those are even worse. Okay, well, you know what? We'll move up into cover, try and move up as far as we can.
Confirmed.
And then, you know... Let's go with the sensor lock. Yeah, we're going to double down yet again and see if we can get a good shot here with our Enforcer.
Got a lock.
Yeah, that should be a good plan. Oh, okay, and... They have some LRMs somewhere.
Minimal damage on that hit.
Okay, noted.
Commander.
Let's see.
Awaiting orders.
Oh, actually, I didn't even think about this. Our Phoenix Hawk is in a very nice spot here. In fact, we could even jump all the way up here and pretty well annihilate this thing if those rolled well. The question is, though, is that really worth it? Oh no, they have a 35-tonner. Okay, that'll be a... I'm guessing they're a Panther of their own.
Ready for orders.
You know what? Let's just move our Enforcer forwards first. We'll take some 50-50 shots. If these land, we may not even necessarily need to shoot at the Locust. Yeah.
On my way.
We'll just see what we can do here. Alright, so 55, 60, 55s. Let's just go ahead and see if we can take out this thing.
Roger that. Enemy down.
Okay, well, you know what? That UAC-10 came in very nicely. Destroyed that thing quite swiftly. Alright, Cheese Goblin.
Yes, Commander.
You know what? Let's hold off a second. Do we get
Holding
any...
for the right opportunity.
Oh, did they actually have a turn there? Hang on, let's just double check. Yeah, I feel like they've got a bit of a heavier mech at some point. Alright. What to do? Well, we could go for a sprint. That would get us decently far. In fact, might set us up pretty good for being shot at, though. Let's go ahead and jump forwards. And then I think we brace while we're in the trees. Yeah, I think that could actually be useful. Alright, so what do we see? Oh, it's a fire starter up there. Okay, so flamers, 2 medium lasers, a couple of machine guns. Alright, not too bad. We've got some 25% shots with those medium lasers. Honestly, I don't even think it's worth... I don't really know if it's worth going for at all. 3 laser shots. Yeah, those are fairly insignificant. Let's just brace instead. We've set ourselves up for some good defense. It's unlikely that we take much damage there. Yeah, 40% reduction on a single medium laser. We're laughing. Alright, so...
Orders?
Big man, let's move you forwards. I think we'll go for some cover. We can take a pot shot at that fire starter. Actually, I don't think we would have eyes on at the moment, would we? Oh no, we technically do. Okay, so they could take some shots at us with some LRMs, but I think maybe we try and find... Oh, they have a 75-ton mech. Huh. Alright, so what's got 75 tons and some LRMs? I'm guessing maybe an Orion. Yeah, that makes a bit of sense. Alright. Let's go ahead and see if we can take out some of their ability to do stuff. Let's go... I think what we do here is we move. We'll take cover and a little bit of evasion. We're not going to take a 35%er. I don't think that's particularly worth taking a shot at. Yeah, it's not enough to really disrupt too much here. Could potentially take out an arm, but even then that's highly unlikely. Let's just go with our sensor lock. Make it easier for one of our other mechs and support them a little bit.
Lock.
Yeah, that way we can at least... oh, I have a 50-tonner as well. Okay. Well then. Yeah.
Wow, their targeting skills aren't impressive.
You know what? I think that sensor lock was the right call here. What we're going to do is we're going to go to try and take out this fire starter.
What's up, boss?
We technically can get some... can get a medium... what do you call it? a mediocre shot on the Firestarter with a large laser.
What do you need?
The Vindicator, what about that? How far could we go? Could do some LRMs. And then other than that, we would need... Actually, that's going to get some eyes on no matter where we go. Unless we jump over here. 375%ers are not terrible. You know what? I think what we do is we'll bring the Enforcer forwards first. We'll take some cover, we'll take some evasion. We've got an... Actually, you know, it's... I think that little bit of extra distance makes a bit of a change for our large laser. Yeah. We'll move on up. We haven't been hit so far anyway. We'll go ahead and we'll take this shot. It's reasonably decent, and if we can strip off some stuff, then we can follow up with some medium lasers, I think.
Engaging target.
Alright, and that was a direct hit. Straight to the center torso. Okay.
Good to go.
We could follow up with... What have we got here with the Vindicator? Twin 45s and an LRM-10?
What's the plan?
Yep.
Not sure if I like those odds. Yeah, 245s and another... Hang on a second, we'll just see if that's the best. Yeah, 45 and 55s are all we can really ask for. Let's move into cover.
Moving out.
And then we'll see which one of these shots hit. Honestly, yeah, that heat generation is so insignificant. Alright, well, structure is exposed, so that's the center torso. Oh no. Right torso. Okay.
Reporting.
Cheese Goblin, let's go ahead and move on up. I'm thinking we just go for a regular move, and then we'll just fire the medium lasers. I don't think the extra 5 damage on each of them is really worth jumping at this stage, although... yeah, know what? Maybe it'll warm us up a slight bit, but I don't think we're going to get all of our weapons firing on the next turn anyway. Yeah, let's just,
Firing jump jet.
let's just make ourselves mildly more evasive for now. We'll see what we can do here.
As you wish.
Alright, torso down.
Target's taken a critical hit.
Alright, that's going to make this much, much better. Oh, and it was an Orion. Okay. Yep. Alrighty-o. That could do some decent
Can't take
salvage.
much more of this. No retreat.
Alright, and that is a Centurion in the back, it appears. Yes, it is. So, they have LRM-10s, large lasers, some mediums and small. This guy's got an AC-10, LRM-15, SRMs and medium lasers, and then this little fellow, a lot less than he used to have, but he's still got 3 flamers and a medium laser. So,
Commander.
let's go ahead and start working through things. 80% on the PPC is pretty decent. If we stand still, we have a 60, 50 back up there. Actually, hang on a second. What is the negative from here? Long range, obstructed, target size. Okay. Alright, maybe we see if we can move on forwards a bit. If we were to move closer, that'd give us a 70%. That'd still give us an 80 on the Orion. I think we'll go... Let's take our first shot here on the Firestarter and get them out of the fight sooner than later. Yeah, we'll still be in cover. Yeah, this should be fine. Let's just go ahead and see what we can do here.
Roger that.
Swing and a miss. Okay.
Damn it.
Alright. Let's see. What's he doing? Oh, he's retreating. Okay. Fair play there. I suppose you don't really want to be up the
Ready
front
for
there.
orders.
Alright. What have we got here? We can mosey on forwards. Actually, those are some great shots here. We've got 55 resolve, so we are getting that extra accuracy bonus.
Standing by.
We could also move our Vindicator forwards. And I think there's more potential damage with our Enforcer, so let's just go ahead and move on to cover.
On it.
We'll go for a full Alpha Strike here, make it a little bit easier to target. Alright, structure exposed. That is delightful. The Centurion. Oh. Large laser hit us pretty
I'm
heavily.
taking internal damage.
Okay, hang on, tank. Let's see how you're doing. What's happened? Right torso has taken a heap of damage. Yeah, that's actually not good at all. Ooh, we need to
Standing by.
figure out something there. We almost need to swing around a bit so we can favor our left side over our right. We could have, yeah, you know what? I think we've got to take shots on that Orion. Yeah, we'll protect our right side.
Affirmative.
But again, we've got minimal opportunities here to do this. Looks like that has bumped up our percentages quite nicely. The Orion is also in a pretty rough state for that right torso as well. But we're going to see what we can do here.
Roger.
Alright, well at least we crit his AC-10.
Solid connection on that one.
That should make it slightly harder for him to hit us.
How might I help?
As for our good old cheese goblin, what to do? Well, I do like the shot here if we could, but again, I'm not sure if it's necessarily our best option. We could go ahead and jump jet, but again, that's only medium lasers. If that's the case, maybe we just go ahead and move regularly. We've got better armor than the others. We haven't been hit, so it's unlikely that we're going to lose anything. But we might be able to cause a bit of nuisance for this guy here. Yeah, I don't think the medium lasers are going to do a huge amount of damage. Although, we could also split. You know, let's go ahead and move.
I understand.
That'll have to be good enough. Are we still on rough terrain? Oh, come on. I thought... Whoops. I thought I picked territory that was not. Hang on, let's just double check. This movement moved through rough terrain. It will take 150% stability damage from all attacks. That's annoying. I thought if we didn't stand in there, we would have been fine. Alright, so, what to do? Do we try and take this thing down? I think we will. Let's go with multi-target. Medium lasers, we'll try and pop that AC-10 off. The small lasers we will send against the Centurion. This keeps us heat neutral, and that'll also make that a bit easier to target in the future, depending.
Locking on target.
And we didn't do too good. That's highly disappointing. Alright, let's see what this Orion does. I feel like he's gonna take shots at our Enforcer.
Damn it. I'm wounded.
That sucks.
I lost a weapon.
There's not much we could have really done there. We tried to turn, we tried to favor the left side first. But there's just nothing we could do. Yeah, nothing we could do there. That sucks. Poor UAC-10. Definitely want to get that back if possible.
Standing by.
Alright, Panther, let's see. What can you do? 80%? 60%? Let's go ahead and... can we move and shoot? 90% from back there. You know what? That seems ideal. Let's go ahead and put a little bit of hate
Roger.
on that Orion.
Target acquired.
Alright, well... not quite enough. Fire starters coming on in. A few flamers is actually going to be a little bit annoying for me personally.
Light damage. Holding firm.
But we should be, yeah, we haven't moved first, so it's not the worst.
Barely hit, Commander.
Alright.
Yes, Commander.
Well, we got some good shots here. Definitely, well, actually, we're still generating heat. That's a bit annoying. What's this other thing got? It's got Centurion. Oh, that large laser is going to be annoying. The center torso has taken a bit of a beating. But I think we need to take care of this, I think we need to take care of the Orion first. Either that or, let's see, if we moved on up over here. Got some good shots here against the Orion with Headhunter. Actually, they're the best shots that we're going to get. Yeah, let's see what we can do. Do we take this shot first?
Awaiting orders.
You know what? Yeah, let's move. Hang on a second. Let's move our enforcer again. Again, we'll try and protect that right-hand side. A little bit of evasion will be nice, otherwise I feel like we're going to get targeted, and I'd rather get some more damage on before anything worse happens. All you guys are a bit of, well, not much for us to deal with. Let's just focus on our primary target.
Engaging with target.
Alright, well there you go. We can both lose a right torso.
I think I hit something good.
Alright, let's see what this guy does. What's he going for? Yep, as to be expected.
Light damage. Holding firm.
That's why we wanted that evasion.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, cheese goblin. You know what?
Ready for orders.
Actually, you know what? No.
Reporting.
Let's just double check. This Orion, how much damage do we need? A good 175 to the center torso, or a good amount of damage to the face? Yeah, well,
Receiving you.
that's unfortunate. Alright, let's go ahead and I think we'll move on up. We'll take shots at him. We'll see if we can take out the Orion. He's still got SRMs, LRMs, and a medium laser. Yeah. He's our best shot for now. Let's see what we can get done.
Copy that.
That was a headshot, just not quite enough. Let's see, how much health has he got? 9 hit points. Oh. Man, that salvage would have been good.
What's the plan?
Alright, well, I think what we do here is we could twist and take a shot here. I think we're going to go get a little bit of distance from the fire starter. We're going to jump and we'll move. Actually, there we go. That should be far enough. 90% across the board. Can put shots into that Orion. Who knows? If any of these hit the head, we will take him out. We should get a little bit of distance on that fire starter, but again, it's not the be-all and end-all.
Engaging jump jet.
Yeah, I think this should work. Although that said though, depending our heat could get pretty hot on the next turn, depending if... actually no, never mind. The fire starter will add heat, and then we can choose whether we cool down or not. Never mind, we're all good.
Confirmed.
Alright, let's see if we can make ourselves a juicier target. Nope, still going for the enforcer. That is not ideal. Alright, back to the top. Let's go.
Yes, Commander.
Big man, how we doing? We got some very nice shots here on the on the Orion. I think that actually could be... I think that could be our best bet. 3 hit points, we don't need much. That SRM-4, we could almost do that by ourselves. Actually, well, we do have multi-targeting too. Maybe it is worth sending a PPC shot against that Centurion. Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go PPC up there. Everything else to the Orion. Let's go ahead and use some of these extra weapons. 85%. Yeah, I'm very tempted to go for the headshot, but nah, it will be fine. Alright, sensors impaired. That's at least going to slow that down a bit. Hey, there we go. CT down.
Hostile removed.
Alright. Alright, let's see what that fire starter does. Taking cover? No surprises.
Orders.
Let's go. I think we need to do a full barrage against that Centurion. That thing is dangerous right now, and we need to take that out as soon as possible. 85s and 60s, let's go. 85s and 60s. Let's see. Doesn't look like we get much of a choice with all of this. Not really. Alright, well, you know what? We'll go ahead and take a precision shot. You never know, we might get lucky. This will at least slow it down so we have better chances of taking it out. And we'll go for the headshot's not worth it. 2% is just not likely. Let's go for the right torso. Take out that large laser. I think that's actually a good call here. Take out some heat sinks as well. Yeah, the LRM-10 is not nice, but I'd rather get rid of that large laser. So let's go for that torso.
On it.
And no dice. Okay, that doesn't seem to pan out whatsoever. Yeah, that didn't actually help us at all.
Orders.
Alright, Headhunter, let's go. What have we got? 25s, 85s, and 80. You know, I doubt we're going to get any better positioning here. Yeah, 85s and 80. You know, let's just move on up.
On my way.
That's fine. Let's go ahead and put some more shots on target.
Here it comes.
Honestly, I was kind of hoping that this thing would, yeah, not be as well off, but it looks like it's got good
You
armor.
have orders?
Alright, and then what do we do here? If we just go for a regular move, I think... You know, maybe if we just walk on up. This will cool us down a bit. We can put some more shots on him. Maybe we can focus down that side. You know what? It's worth doing if possible. Oh, and you know what? Heat neutral. I forgot. This biome is nice for that. Let's go and... yeah, we'll just fire everything that we have, or do we... actually, you know what? I think precision strike could be our best call. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weapons. Let's go for this right torso. Alright, well, we destroyed a heatsink.
That hit something good.
Unfortunately, I really wanted to take out that large laser. He's definitely taken shots. Ooh, dear. Alright, well, you've done well, tank.
That shot went internal. Hell yes.
You just... yeah, you took some early shots there that really did not help us. Oh, wow, actually, you're not feeling too good overall.
What's up, boss?
Let's make sure that this does not progress much further. Let's go with the... Got 50 resolve. That isn't enough for our bonuses. Let's go 60s and 65s. That doesn't seem to get any better or worse, so... yeah, look, I think this is what we go for.
Location confirmed.
Alright, let's see what we can do here. This is going to make us hot, but that's fine. We'll see if we can slow this guy down.
Firing. Full complement on enemy.
Alright, well, there goes an arm.
That hit something good.
Let's see what the fire starter does. Are we outside of the range for his flamers? The answer is yes.
Blown past my armor.
Okay, we're definitely going to need to do some repairs. Let's back. How far back can we go? Oh, 60. Oh, this guy's definitely got the damage to do it.
Yes, Commander.
We need... let's see, 70s. I think maybe this is
Yes,
for
Commander.
Cheese Goblin to do. Let's bring... we know that you'll have... actually, hang on a second. This will be heat neutral. We're not jumping very far, but that could give us a nice little damage bonus. Yeah, we'll jump the minimum amount possible, and then we'll still see if we can fire off a full salvo. So that's where that stops. You know what? I think this will have to be good enough. Let's see if we can take out his weapons. I really want to make sure that we can get... yeah, if we can take out a leg, that'll slow him down. If we can take out that side torso, that should slow him down a bit further. And then the rest, hopefully, let's just pray it goes to that center torso. Alright, great work there.
Tango down.
Alright, good work there, Cheese Goblin. Good work.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, Tank, let's just go ahead and we will back you up. We will take some shots. Yeah, we've got nothing to lose. We've already lost our UAC-10, which absolutely sucks.
Target confirmed.
Yeah, no real damage there.
Negative damage. Repeat, negative damage.
Alright, and Rannick, let's move... 50%. Those are all very, very dodgy. 40s. Hang on a second. What is going on? 50s and 20s. 50s and 20s. Is there anywhere we can go that gives us a better percentage chance? Not really. 40s. Okay, you know what? We're going to march on over here. That'll have to be good enough, I suppose. Yeah, 2 50s and a 20. I don't even care. You're our final enemy. Let's just go ahead and put some pot shots against you. Yeah, it's not even worth sensor looking because he's going to get a turn straight away. So let's just go ahead and fire. Let's see what we can do.
All weapons are gone.
Potentially, if we had a hit the same leg, I think there's a chance that it could have been taken out, but yeah. Alright, now we can just...
blow through. Internal damage.
Yeah, I know, internal damage. It's not looking good for you, bud, but we will get
orders.
what we can. Let's bring... Oh, actually, you know what? Let's drop that PPC and fire all of the support weapons. I think that's a way to end this. Let's go ahead and drop that PPC. Let's target here. We cool down quite nicely when it's everything else. Yep.
Roger.
Alright. Well,
That's a kill.
that is a kill. Excellent work, Commander. The zone is clean. The board is green. Let's go home.
Mission successful.
Well, definitely successful, but I'm not sure if that's exactly the way I would have preferred it. Yeah, we got unlucky that they just kept on focus firing that enforcer early on and we had no armor. We tried to take cover, but we just got caught out, unfortunately. That's very, very painful, and unfortunately Tank is out for the next 18 days. Alright, so, first of all, Orion, let's go ahead and pick up you. Let's see if we can... Have we lost our UAC 10? Oh man, okay, we can't even pick it up from the salvage. Alright, that's annoying. Let's go with the Centurion. Oh, sorry, Orion Centurion, and we could even finish off our Locust. But you know what? Let's go for the slightly heavier stuff. There's still a chance that we could get given this anyway. And we did. Okay. Couple of flamers, machine guns, heat sinks, and ammunition. That is a far cry from having lost that UAC 10. That is a very far cry. Although I do wonder, did it still technically survive if it's only the the right torso that got taken out? Did it still manage to come home with us? I really can't remember since the last time this has happened, so yeah, I'm a little unsure.
That mech is
All
ready
right.
to fight, Commander.
Got a Locust to sell. We're going to need to reduce some repairs. Let's just chuck the Locust into storage. That's fine by me. Let's have a quick look at the damage. Oh, please not be, we've lost the UAC 10. Okay, so the components do get destroyed as well. Man. That makes me sad. That makes me want to redo that. It makes me want to, makes me want to restart that level, but I'm not going to. We were lucky early on. We're not going to, we're not going to do stuff like that. We'll just have to figure out something else. Alright, so that significantly drops off our damage. We don't need an extra ton of ammunition anymore because we are not going to burn through it so fast. We've still got a little bit of extra cooling. I guess we go... Oh, what do we do? Could check another medium laser or something. That's not really a big deal though. Small lasers, we're not really using that on here. Maybe what we do is we go for... Do we just go for a heatsink? Alpha Strike is pretty toasty. look, maybe that's what we do. Let's chuck one of those on. Can also go for some jump jets if we really desired, but I think let's just go with 2 heat sinks. Yeah, it improves our heat efficiency fairly well. Either that or maybe we drop... If we were to drop this, how much armor could we squeeze into our mech? Well, you know what, that'd actually work. That would still be more heat efficient because we're not taking the extra 12 heat per shot. It's no longer 24, it's now just single. Yeah, I think that's the way we do this. We armor up a little bit. It's a painful thing to have happen.
I'll get it in the schedule.
But sometimes you just don't get to choose how things go. Alright, well either way, let's go to our MechWarriors.
Waiting for orders.
What do we have here? Big man. Do we either go for...
How might I help?
You know what? I was actually kind of hoping that we'd get this breaching shot so we could maybe chuck someone in the UAC-10, because it's, let's see, attacks with a single weapon, ignore cover, and guarded on the target. Yep, that means both shots would be viable. Ah, man. Alright,
Waiting for orders.
yeah, tank, looks like you're out for now, that's fine. Ranek. Oh, we can go ahead and pick up this extra an extra 45 to minimum range, but this also does get you the Master Tactician for extra initiative. Yep, we will confirm that for you. That is very nice.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Ready for orders.
Bimble, what have we got here? I think maybe we go for the next level of gunnery first.
Awaiting orders.
Cheese Goblin. Yeah, we'll stay with that. And then Big Man, we can go for more indirect fire, but again, I think we might go for this breaching. We'll go for the breaching shot. We'll see how that goes. Yeah. Alright, so we'll hold off on that. That'll be fine. And then here comes the question. I think we should probably start fixing up our mech. That's one of our big boys, and I don't really want to go into any of our fights without this thing up and running. So let's go ahead and we'll see what we can do.
Those upgrades you asked for are online, Commander.
Alright, so the mech bay is complete. That now cuts down to 5 days. 3 until our next financial report. We'll go... Actually, no, that should be fine. We'll just wait the 5 days, I think, at this point.
Ready to go over financials whenever you are.
Alright, we'll stay with normal. That'll be fine. And then... when the Enforcer is finished...
I wrapped up that job you asked for, Commander.
Alright, we'll go ahead and take another turn. Alright, so, contract-wise, I think what we're going to do is maybe we go for another one of these. I think a repossession should be fine. I'm not sure whether we'll bring the Panther with us since it is urban, but I think that's a good place to call it nonetheless. So if you do want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning in to the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.